Okay guys, so here's a almost backing up a little bit, more of a training idea for your rounds on the heavy bag. And again, in the Panantukan, as well as in our JKD, and even Muay Thai for that matter, because again, a lot of guys like to switch, right? And I think it's just good balance for your body anyways. But we like to switch leads. We work out of both leads, right? So if you want, for the beginners, if you're not comfortable, if you can't keep mindful of what lead you're in, then I recommend doing specific rounds for that. So what I mean by that is, like a good idea might be to do your first round. Let's say you're orthodox, you're a right-handed fighter, you're normally fighting in the left lead. So I would pick, like what we use, we have a series of just real basic combinations. Like, so for instance, I'm in my left lead, right? I'm going to use a 3-punch combination, jab, cross, hook to the head, okay? Next one I'll do is jab, cross, hook to the body. Third one's going to go jab, cross, and uppercut. Okay, and the last one is going to be a jab, overhand, and uppercut, like that. So that's a good starting point. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Jab, cross, uppercut. Okay, jab, overhand, uppercut, and then you break up the order. Okay, so getting used to that, then you want to add movement, right? So the whole round I'm going to be staying in my left lead, working those combinations. Then second round is I switch. Okay, and I go through the same format. Jab, cross, hook. Jab, cross, body hook. Jab, cross, uppercut. Jab, overhand, uppercut. So now everything is a right, left, right. Front hand, rear hand, front hand. So there's a good little sequence to start to just get your brain connected to both leads. Or if you're southpaw, then right, everything would be reversed for you. So that's, to me, a good way to start getting more and more comfortable with switching leads. Then you can add rounds where you are switching each time. So like in the other video I did, we were switching, right? So I could go here, jab, cross, hook, then I'm going to switch. Jab, cross, hook, and then I switch. Okay, now it's left, right, body hook, and then I'm back. Jab, cross, body hook, okay? Jab, cross, uppercut, switch. Jab, cross, uppercut, okay? Last one's going to be jab, overhand, uppercut, switch my base, jab, overhand, and uppercut, like that, okay? So I would recommend that, get those first 2 rounds going where you're staying solid in the left for, however long, 2-3 minutes minimum. Then switch to your right lead, get comfortable. The other thing too is that, everyone's a little different in terms of how they learn and how they interpret the information. So for some people, if they're in their off lead, let's say they're not used to fighting, in the right stance, then you might want to just practice one thing at a time. Right jab, left cross. Okay, I mean that would even be a little bit smarter to do, right? But some people like to work through a little bit longer sequences to keep things straight. Just like anything, I mean, the details to throwing a really good jab or really good cross are the higher up you go with higher level boxing coaches and stuff, like you start realizing how much you don't know if you're like me and not a professional boxer by any means, but I'm always amazed at how much detail there is to just one strike. So that being said, yeah, I understand that really throwing the straight right or throwing a good right cross, there's a lot of detail to that. However, right now, what I'm really trying to work is a symmetry on both sides, right? So how it's going to feel in my right lead, what those mechanics are, developing the right mechanics, right? Our pivots, right? Driving off the ball of foot on uppercuts, rotating our hips and shoulders, okay, all those good things, and trying to get them as equal in both leads as possible, right? So anyways, there's like kind of more of a basic video, but and a training idea video. One lead in the left doing a set amount of, or a set of combinations, then repeat those same exact combinations in the right lead, okay? And then if that feels good, do a round where you're switching. Either go through all 4 in the left, all 4 in the right, or do what I just did earlier where I do 1 in the left, I switch, 1 in the right, I switch. And being mindful of how I'm switching, that, right, I'm keeping a strong base each time I switch. So again, there's just I think a little bit more of a basic video, a training idea video, but I hope that helps some of you guys. Hope you enjoy it. All right, we'll see you in the next video.